price gouging more. Christopher says, hang on one second. Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. What red wave? Top Democrats in Michigan are trouncing GOP candidates in the latest polls. And Rose finally says, so President Biden has taken baby formula, gas prices, and border security off to the GOP talking points list. What's next? Let's ask Chairman Harrison what's next. What's next? Good morning.
Well, it is always good to see you and be with you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for having me on. I think last time I was on, I was in Florida, and now I'm in Texas.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, well, when I say I'm sorry, we just covered the story of, Texas suing the Biden administration to allow women to die in abortions. I mean, the federal government just trying to say to save the life of the mother, we have a duty, and so Texas suing to make sure that women get to die in Texas. I don't know how else to say it.
Listen, I live in South Carolina. I grew up in South Carolina, and I couldn't think that you could find a state where you had worse leadership than the leaders that we have in South Carolina, McMaster and Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham. But then Texas does it bigger. Abbott is a disaster. We all know about Cancun Cruz and the walking disaster that he is, and Cornyn has no backbone. This is a state where the AG, the lieutenant governor, remember the lieutenant governor in this state was the guy who said, well, we should just sacrifice our seniors. We should just let them die so that we could save the economy. I mean, these people don't care about the people here in Texas, and they don't care about women and women's rights. And we've seen it time and time again. They don't care about voting rights in this state. And that's why it is so needed for a sea change in leadership here. And, hopefully with Beto at the top of the ticket, we could see that what I've heard my entire life, the sleeping giant, actually go.
I just heard someone say, and again, his lips to God's ears, but that, Uvalde is sadly a game changer, that they really feel like it's Beto's time. Liam on Twitter said, I'm sorry, it may sound harsh, but standing around in the hallway while children are shot in the next room is exactly what Republicans have been doing for 40 years. I mean, this Uvalde thing, I think, blew up every, good guys with a gun argument, all of that. I mean, there is no other way to say it, Chairman. If we want sensible gun legislation, you've got to put enough Democrats in. It is.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, from women's rights to voting rights to just having safety and security in terms of being able to go to church and to school or go to a supermarket without being fear of losing your life. I mean, we should all be able to have that freedom in this country, and right now we don't.
Yeah. This week, you are launching Defend Choice Week of Action to mobilize supporters, engage voters across the country to call out Republicans for opposing abortion rights. This is so you're putting some TV ad buys. Mm-hmm. Tell us about this.
We have this really great TV ad. A lot of people have been saying for a while, let's start with TV ads. Well, folks, this is a great one to really start this off. It's a new TV ad across the country that shows Republicans, in their own words, how extreme they are on abortion. Yeah. That they want to ban abortion nationwide and make no exceptions for rape or incest. In essence, these people are celebrating the ripping away of freedom from half of America's population. And so we also did digital ads and lifestyle publications so that we are meeting people where they are. And this week, and I'm telling everybody, let's do more than just, get on Twitter and all. Let's get organized, folks. Go to defendchoice.org, where anyone across the country can find out how to get involved, how to get us organized. How do we take this country back and make sure that we give women back their rights to control their own bodies?
You tweeted new Navigator survey polling finds 24-point drop in GOP favorability with independents and 10 points overall. This is a very significant shift in a short period of time, more confirming data that the national landscape is becoming far better for Democrats. I think you, like most of us, you more so, it's incredibly infuriating just having had the mainstream media and pundits declare for how long now the Democrats have already lost the midterms in a landslide. When, and again, I don't want to get happy. It's all about turnout, as you know, but in, race after race, whether it's Senate race or whether it's Democratic enthusiasm polls, that is just not the case, is it? that we're looking at
it's
an
not
inevitable.
the case.
Yeah.
And I'm so tired of the pundits who think that they know, but they don't know, because we are in unprecedented times. I know that we've used history and here are the historical trends to determine what happened. But what historical trends can determine what is going on right now? January 6th was like something we have never experienced in this country ever before. And we are finding out more and more information every day on how close we came to a coup performed by the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And so, the Roe ripped away for the first time in 50 years that we have eroded a right of American citizens. And so these are unprecedented times. And I think if you try to use what happened in 2000 and 2004 and all to really give you a blueprint of what's going to happen in 2022, you're smoking some powerful stuff.
I mean, this is the thing I keep saying. When you try to talk to people and they go, "Oh, I don't do politics. I'm apolitical." And I always say, if you don't do politics, politics is going to do you. You're going to, how do we wake up that half of the country that just doesn't vote, that doesn't pay attention? How do we get to them to how dire our situation really is?
I think the responsibility really falls on all of us because listen, we know those people. Many of those people are in our families, they're our coworkers, or they're our neighbors. And it's incumbent upon all of us. There's only so much that I can do, right? There's only so much that we can run ads and all, because, people don't watch TV ads all the time. Sometimes, they record their things and they fast forward through the ads. They throw the mail in the trash can. Yes, we have to do all of those things because some people do. But the people that we really need to wake up, those are the folks that they are only going to wake up. They're only going to go to the polls when the people that they trust, the people that they love, and that means their family members and their friends, go to them and tell them and help to explain how grave of a situation we are in right now in this country.
Yeah.
And we all have that responsibility. Take not only ourselves to the polls, but 4 or 5 of our trusted friends and family members who normally would not go, but to take them to the polls as well.
Yeah.
Get them educated and organized on this.
Yep. I want you to know that I never throw out your emails. Because I have your personal cell phone number, I always assume it is a letter just to me.